ready to go out and have some fun? Let's go for a ride. Here's my ATV. Got it fired up. Let's go out for a ride. Driving one-handed. There's Kentucky here, in a friend's house. He spends most of his time over in Asia. He lives there, has a wife, has a home now. He's coming back to visit. And he put this in automatic drive, so I don't have to worry about shifting back and forth. And we're able to sight in our rifles here. And then go out and look for Bambies. The modern rifle season is over. Oh, beautiful. Nice. Got these little trails all over here. The other thing he grows on his land here is tree stands. And there's a bunch of us that come back here for opening season of deer season from all over the world. And we meet up here and spend the opening weekend of deer season together, playing some poker and drinking some whiskey and harvesting deer. We'll dress him out, and he's been filling his freezer. Usually meat goes to the neighbors. As you see, there's a tree stand right up ahead here. One of the ones we use. This one we call Area 51. It's out in the middle of no place. And nobody has ever shot a deer using it. I tried it for a couple of days and I actually finally gave up. There's beautiful land here. A little bit of wooded hills. A lot of farmland around here. There's my Honda automatic transmission kicking in. So I can drive this thing one-handed as I'm trying to give you all a little ride in the woods. And I got the sun shining through here, so you know who it is. It's me. I'm actually up and out right now. So let's continue. I'm getting a little ragged with my I missed my razor for the last few days. He's had relatives come in, a couple of sons and their family. The other friend of mine, and I've been hiding out in my trailer here. Some people have seen some of my previous videos. I ordered and purchased an off-road hardened utility trailer, and for carrying things in. you know, a utility trailer, plus being a little hunting cabin when the ATV is not being carried in. And I got sort of tripped up. On this trip, I was going to bring my motorcycle with on the hydraulic ramp that I have for hauling it on the back of the RV. But it was a little bit too heavy, and I wasn't comfortable making the big trip with it, so I had after about 150 miles, I turned around. Well, actually, I pulled into a rest stop. I was still in Oregon. And it's beautiful up here. Really nice country. Lots of lakes. He's getting ready. You might see some of the ribbons around the trees here. Little fluorescent, you know, what is that? Raspberry sherbet color. And he's getting ready. He's going to mark down these knock down all these trees up here. One of his sons is going to use this corner of his property and build a home up on it. So he has somebody that's getting ready to knock down these trees, clear the land for him. Okay, put her in gear. Just using these little toggles right here, they're pretty neat. You know, you go in and out. You know, I don't have to worry about foot shifts or anything. I'm just spoiled with this Honda thing. You put it in drive and there you go. Press a button and it goes in reverse. I'm still breaking it in. It doesn't have many hours on it yet. I'll probably get its first 20-hour service once I get back out to the West Coast. I'll be going into the sun here, so I'm not going to really be pointing direction that I'm going. Look at some of this land out here. If you see a deer, let me know. This is where a little buck was harvested. There we go, another tree stand. That's all he grows here, tree stands. He's got them all over the place. Think this through. I should have just came through from the other direction. I might just go around that direction. Take it down here and come back. Pretty country. Most of the leaves are down, most all the leaves are down. But sitting up in a tree stand, you know, waiting for Bambi to come along, and you look one direction and you don't see anything, you look the other direction, you don't see anything. You do that about 50 times. And if you're lucky, Bambi will suddenly be. There's another tree stand here. That's one of his old ones down there. Too rickety to use. A decade ago or so. Just pretty country. So you're sitting up in a tree stand, and it's freezing, you know, usually cold as hell. And like I say, maybe 50 times, maybe 100 times, and if you're lucky, all of a sudden there's going to be Bambi down below you. Usually stopped and looking up at you, trying to figure out what you're doing. And that's the end of that then. But really pretty country. Shoot at such close ranges here that you know you're usually able to get good shots, clean kills, and harvest the meat. That's what it's all about. Neighbors appreciate it. You know, it's a fun thing to do. Got these little bogs here, just a little wet still. Trails all through here. Oh, darn it. facing the sun again, and I gotta go a bit before I turn around here. Well, let's just look sideways and you all look for Bambi while I'm trying to find the road here. Kind of expensive for the hunting licenses. I'm an out-of-stater, so it costs hundreds of dollars. You know, get your tags and that. But that's a small price to pay for the camaraderie. And, you know, if you're lucky, you pick up that much in poker. If you're not, well, you just write it all off. You know, this is how you enjoy life. Here's my turnaround point. I get out of the sun. It's the first ATV I've ever had. I've had motorcycles. I've gone off-road motorcycles. My Honda 700 is a wannabe off-road capable motorcycle. It's a commuter bike. It's a nice commuter bike. They try to advertise it as a adventure bike, but it's really you know, a dog once you just can't take it off road. I've got it hardened a little bit. Special shocks, you know, spring in the back, and different sprocket ratios and knobby tires and such. Nice skid plates on it, all that kind of crap. But still, you know, if I hit any kind of deep sand, that 16-inch fat front wheel just plows in like a plow. You know, just, you know, you like that laugh-in tricycle rider. You just fall over, you know, it digs itself into a hole and you stop and you fall over. So as much as I thought I could turn this thing into an off-road bike, that front wheel just doesn't allow it. And you can't get a larger front wheel on there, a larger diameter. It interferes, you know, it's the rake of the front axles and the closeness of the engine. There's just no clearance. So I still keep it because I like to use it. It's a nice travel bike, big enough for me to go cross country. I've gone cross country into dozens of times. I got a little trailer that I drag behind it that I put camping gear in, and I have a little configuration where I can open it up and put a little tent on top of the trailer, and it turns into a one-berth sleeping tent. You know, I normally just, if I don't feel like going into a hotel, when I'm en route somewhere, I just travel quickly. I just go as long as I can. I'll pull into a rest stop. It takes me about 10 minutes to set up the sleeping berth on the trailer, and then that's the end of that. You know, 20 minutes I'm sleeping. Don't have to worry about hotels or anything. It's really pretty neat. Let's see, I'm gonna try this one. I don't think I'll be going on the into the sun. I'm actually going down trails that I've got deer on. You know, you see, when we come out in the dark and we mark these little ribbons here where the entrance is, and if you look down there, you might see that little yeah, there's a little right in the middle there. There's a tree stand. That's a two-seater. Once had a deer cut down. Well, a doe went by, and about 2 minutes later, a buck went by chasing the doe. Got him. And he, you know, pretty fat. He was a nice meat, you know, buck. So that worked out. So I'm actually driving around places that I've actually got deer before. Usually you get the deer the first or second or third day, or opening season, that opening weekend. And I'm normally out of here. I never noticed that. Nice little trail going down. Go on that sometime. It took me a week this time. The deer weren't moving. It was warm. The rut hadn't really started yet. So the does weren't moving, being chased by bucks, and the bucks weren't chasing does, so nothing was moving out there. It took me a week. Actually finally harvest a deer. So I'm out here, and this was a dual purpose trip. I actually, right now, I've got my Bigfoot, I got a Bigfoot 29-foot RV, Class C. And I'm having it converted to four-wheel drive right now. So my plan was, come out here, do my hunt. When it was time to turn the camper in, I was going to go there, and I'd have my motorcycle on the back, and I'd just ride back in my motorcycle. That didn't work out. Yeah, you see there. Got another one here. More tree stands. Just sit up there, and Bambi comes wandering by, and there's the other. This is how we made it to this year in the life of Earth. As a species. We're a predator and we predat. Some of us still do. Enjoy it. So, I'm sort of like a upside down turtle right now because I don't have my motorcycle. I had to fly, I got over to see Camo Dave, and Dave interviewed me with the Bigfoot. Yeah, I'm gonna just head on back. This is taking a long time. My hand's getting cold. It's probably about 40-ish out here right now. And so why it's taken about 2 to 3 weeks to get the conversion done on the Bigfoot. I'm back here and just killing time in my utility trailer, and I really didn't have it configured to live in, or I haven't done any build out in it yet. So I had to just use my camping gear, lots of camping gear. Use my camping gear to make it livable. And it's planned to be a hunting cabin. I'm gonna have some built-in cabinets. I'm gonna have built-in sofa sleeper, built-in table. So nothing is really sitting on the floor. And the way that I've had to configure it now, everything's sitting on the floor, so it's really cluttered. It's not really big enough. And, it doesn't do what I want it to do. It's 5 by 8, so it's really small. Best part about it, it's got windows, it's got AC heater, which I'm able to use the vent. I've got a little 800 watt generator I use, and that's enough to start get the vent working if I want to, and it's plenty enough to charge my jackeries, which is what the electricity I'm using all the time. And here, a couple of the dogs here. So here it is. It's sitting out here to the 360. Propane out here, keep some spares. Here's my little generator. Thing's working. Gas out here. investigate it here. I keep wanting to steal this dog. This dog just, oh man. Whatever. So here, got windows all the way around. I've got lights all the way around. And this is pretty much what it is on the inside right now. Looking at the front wall, let's see, I got a junction box for my electricity, battery, charger hooked up for a battery, onboard battery, junk, you know, jackery, junk, food, clothes. Here's my ARB fridge, and I got a couple batteries in the back that power this up. Let me get up inside here. And so this isn't so bad, you know. Just a little cot that I have elevated here. Got my heat. I use a Mr. Heater that's plugged into a 20-pound LP. That goes for at least a week in these sub-freezing temperatures overnight. And you just got blankets in here. I usually keep it about 70-ish. Yeah. And got a little table set up here. I've got lights, as you can see. And here I've got these lights all the way around. So I can turn lights on if I want to. Inside, I only have 12-volt lights inside. And so I got a little station here that I got my water. Water I run through one of those zero filters. You know, it comes out of the tap, but I still run it through there. And I keep a supply of water. And I keep my containers for my coffee fixes, coffee, cream, and sugar. Keep a little jackery over here. Keep about a couple of battery chargers. I've got two large batteries that the fridge is hooked up to, which don't even need one large one. It's just not necessary. Got my small jackery that I'm using just to plug in. It's being charged right now too off the 110. Got my 1000 jackery. And it's, I use a speaker here. JVC Bluetooth speakers. And I'm able to, you know, look who it is. Just, I've got a
desert. If you have family, they will be notified when you are found or what.
He's doing what he does. I got Wi-Fi from a jetpack, and I've got unlimited data on my iPhone. So I can watch my iPads using the Wi-Fi off the jetpack, stream whatever I need to off a dish everywhere, and I got the same thing going on the phone. So, you know, here's chips and, you know, ginger snaps, and I do my cooking. I got my cooking stove here, and I just bring this up when I need it, and I can heat up some water, and that's all I'm doing. I'm just heating water for coffee, or maybe hard boiling some eggs. I'm not doing any real cooking in here other than that. I've got the house, some, you know, snacking stuff I need in the fridge. Plus, you know, hot water for my ramen. You know, I stay frugal. Well, we are having some rib steaks in a couple of hours, and but this is getting me by. You know, I've been having to wait for a couple of few weeks to get this thing done. You know, the 4x4 conversion done to the. Oh, that probably looked nice. 4x4 conversion is being done, and there we go. And this is pretty neat. You know, just sit back in here and I'm killing time. My friend has 2 sons with their families, both living separately. So it's that holiday season. They're visiting him, and so I stay isolated out here, which is, you know, just keeps me away from everybody. I like to say you don't want to, you know, it was like, what was it, John Kerry used to say, you don't want to be the last person to die in a war. You know, we got all this virus stuff going on, and you don't want to be the last person getting the virus the day before you're supposed to get your shot. So I've been avoiding people. You know, it's no big deal. They're his family. I know them. I you know, say hello and everything, but keep my distance from them. And but that's the way that most of the people right now are catching it, whether they got masks on or not. So I'm doing well. Just kicking. I got 10 more days to wait. I'll be flying back to Asheville, and the Bigfoot's supposed to be ready. It's progressing well. We haven't hit any showstoppers. I mean, the build is going well, as scheduled, and we're walking in onto the holidays here, so it's going to be a short week next week. So got a little bit of an extra week. Plus, he has other builds that are going on at the same time, and he has a crew, hard workers, really nice people, and I hope he gives them a lengthy holiday next week. They work hard and probably deserve it. You know, I'm sure they will be. So just a little chat here, let you know. There's a Valerie from Oregon sort of interested in watching how I'm doing this. So this probably ran a lot longer than I expected. What the hell, you know? All you got to do is put playback speed, increase it, and it goes faster. So, adios. This is going to be it. Adios. Bye-bye.